Welcome to Reinvention Sundays. We got you a special edition today. We had to do it. I'm back home in Atlanta, Georgia. I was just on the Tonya and Myra show yesterday, Healthy Living. Look them up on Facebook and YouTube, and also on Twitter at Tonya and Myra. So yesterday we talked about empowering men, right? Empowering men, building blocks to success. So it was a very powerful show. Go YouTube the video, Building Blocks to Success, Empowering Men. So here I'm standing in front of Turner Field, the home of the Braves, the home of the champions, right? Division champions, all the championships they won. You got Hank Aaron's statue over here. So let me say this today, y'all. You got 127 days until the election. So be aware. That's the disclaimer for today. 127 days until the election. So we want you to get out there and vote. One voice, one vote. If you don't vote, no voice. So you can't complain about things if you're not putting action to it, right? Action expresses priorities. So we want you to get out and vote and make a difference, okay? So today, we're gonna say this to you. It's about empowering yourself. Empowering yourself. Even when you're against all odds. As I just talked about Hank Aaron, he was against all odds. They wanted him to fail. They wanted him to lose at what he was doing, but he was able to overcome. He was able to overcome, right? So Arnold Palmer says that even when you're against all odds, you still got to succeed. You still got to put forth your best effort, right? So here's another quote. Another quote says this: if you got the voices inside between your two ears talking to you all the time, putting yourself or your own self down, you probably would never succeed. That's another quote. You probably would never succeed. Let me give you a simple principle, right? One day I broke down on I-75. I was by myself. I could have gave up, just started walking, or just stayed in the car. I only had two options. I could have started walking or stayed in the car, right? Those are the first thing that popped up in between my two ears. But I got out the car and I called people. I said, hey, come get me. I'm broke down. I don't know what to do. So, long story short, I got out of the situation. I empowered myself out of that situation. So a lot of times, our young men or our young people in the community do not empower themselves, right? They do not empower themselves when they're against all odds. Look at the playoffs this year. LeBron James, I don't care what you say about him, that man came out as a champion. He believed in himself. He empowered himself. It started in Game 6 at Boston Celtics Arena, TD Garden, right? He came out, he was empowered, right? He had that mental fortitude, something within himself that say, I want to be on top. I want to be a champion, right? We said that earlier in one of our videos. Champions are not made in the gym. So it wasn't about how many weights he lifted, how much training he did, but it was about his heart, his desires, his vision to be a champion, okay? Same thing with Hank Aaron, like we said earlier today. He wanted to be a champion, home run king, right? Home of the Braves. Reinvent yourself, empower yourself, right? So we want to say thank you for all our followers. Thank you to Tonya and Myra. Shouts out to our followers down in Alabama. My homeboy Jeremy Lowe, he's on the board of directors as well. His family, thank you for following us. Spread the word down there. We love it. I heard about it last night. Thank you. But I want to leave you with this. One of our other videos we talked about in fitness, right? We talked about in fitness, overcoming the odds, right? It matters not how straight the gate, how charged the punishment scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. 127 days to the election. Empower yourself. Reinvention Sundays.